Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, guys! 2020. I feel like Christmas went super quickly, but I'm so glad to be getting back to it. I always feel quite motivated at the beginning of the year, but at the same time, I don't do any resolutions or anything like that. Just take each day as it comes, and I'm going to be vlogging much more often, which I'm really glad about, because I did ask you guys what you wanted to see this year, and what I wanted to do was more vlogs, and literally every one of you said vlogs, so that made me pretty happy. Today is a bit more of a normal day, actually, a normal kind of housey day. We are trying to get back into, so this year has been a bit different for us eating wise. As in, we've been pretty naughty this year, obviously with all of the renovations, and we didn't have a kitchen for a lot of the year. Ollie was living in London, I was living with my parents, so we really got out of the routine of eating well, and we always used to batch cook at least a week and overdo them, so I'd put things in the freezer, and that is what we're going to do today. The other thing that I want to do for the new year is start shopping a lot more locally. We buy so much offline, and I want to really try and make a real effort for the things that we can buy locally. To buy locally, we can walk to town where we are, and we're really close to an amazing butcher and greengrocer, so we're going to go there today to get all of the ingredients for some of the meals that we're going to batch cook in our slow cooker. So Al is just over there literally writing down all of the ingredients. The house is a little bit mad at the moment because we had, as you guys know, I left you off, we had the boilers being fitted from the, was it the 16th?
Yeah, 16th.
16th for the week up until Christmas, so it was a little bit mad, and we did have one, bless them. We were here on the first day so that we could be here to let them know where things were going, just to like talk them through it, and they had a disaster on the first day. The poor guy cut through a pipe just above us here in the kitchen, and water was literally streaming down this light socket here, so it was like all systems go, electrics off. We had quite a nice big puddle here on the floor, and that light hasn't yet gone back up. So that's looking a little bit sad and making it dark in here, and Ollie actually had to drill some holes into the ceiling too, just to make sure all the water had come out. This is pretty much the only ceiling that we had plastered, so that was a bit of a shame. And this is the new addition to the family. Our Ray-Ban has gone. It is a little bit sad. This one is installed and it is working. However, we haven't put it back there because, as you can see, there is not much height in between here, and it's not safe. I think the guidelines say that it has to be like quite a bit further up. I don't know how far up we're going to be able to go, but we're going to have to knock through here, well, very quickly, probably in January, so that we can move this one back and get it properly vented. Unfortunately, I think that may mean that these tiles are going to have to go because obviously they don't go all the way up. They only go to that level, and I think we're going to have to come right the way up to here. So we'll have to find some new tiles to fit into there. Took a little trip to Lakeland yesterday, and these are absolutely amazing. So we've got an oven liner and also a grill liner. These keep it so much cleaner inside, and obviously because we might not have the oven forever until we renovate the kitchen, I would like to keep it in really good nick, because hopefully someone else can re-love the oven, and I'm hoping that it will be like new when we can pass it on. And then I also got these, which are really good non-stick liners for baking trays and for all of our veggies today, because I am trying to go a little more less plastic. I'm not going to be perfect at it, but yes, got these for all of our veggies from the greengrocers. And how are you doing over here?
Alright, we're on to the third.
Have you looked at the ingredients that we do have already?
No, full list, and then we'll tick off what we've got.
We'll tick off, okay. Got to be organised about this. We're back. First things first, we're putting the light up so that we can see in this kitchen, and then we need to get it situated, you know, give it a little clean, get the slow cooker out, and we're probably going to get very hungry smelling all the foods because we haven't had lunch yet.
Done.
Yay! Light bulb? No light bulb, Ruth. Might need a light bulb. Good try though. And food related, but we picked up 2 bowls actually in town. Ollie's gran got me a voucher for a homeware store and I fell in love with this one. Look at all the cute dots on it, and I'm imagining it where Ollie is currently sat. In those shelves over there, when we finally do them. I think we might get around to that in January as well. So much to do in January. And then the other one is very similar. It's got the dotty design to the top too, but it's just a really nice big white bowl. So I'm going to clean those off so that we can start using them. I think I'll probably use them mostly for serving, but this one I could also use for baking and bits. Sorry if you don't like meat, but we got some like diced steak for stew. Noising about being a bit, or that one. Yeah. You finished interrupting me now. Nobody wants to see meat for that long. And then a bacon, smoked bacon, which we're having now for lunch. And also some
Minced beef.
minced beef. That's minced beef for spaghetti bolognese. I don't think you can get any bigger though.
You must be able to. Probably be classed as like an industrial.
We are not getting an
Commercial slow
industrial
cooker.
slow cooker. Is that for me? Oh, thank you. The stew is in. I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out because we kind of picked from lots of different recipes and didn't do any of the quantities properly. It's a little bit overfull. I think we got overexcited and went over the top. And now it is finally time to take down the Christmas decorations. If I'm honest, when we were at my parents' for Christmas and New Year, I was really ready to come back and take them down. And then when we got back, I don't feel ready at all. It's been so nice having it all like cozy. And we made a bit of, well, I guess it's not a mistake because I think they will work out, but we bought the, what are they called? I always forget the name of these. Are they called lock and lock? Or no, they're called the really useful boxes. We have loads of these, so our attic's going to be just really useful clear boxes. Hopefully everything really organised. We just decided to keep it to one brand and we've done that now for years, so we have collected up quite a few. And if you followed us for a while, you'll know that Ollie bought loads of really big ones. So we've got these, which are for Christmas baubles, but I've actually just started putting a few in and they fit next to none of our baubles in. This is the biggest size, which isn't bad. I think we'll get some in, but we bought 4 of these boxes, which are just over there. I think we're gonna have to return a few because, yeah, we don't actually have that many small baubles. So it's time to come down. Oh, and you might be able to see behind me, we have been picking up some things in the sale, which I'll show you throughout January a little bit as it arrives. I splurged a little bit on Suzanne, and I've also got some Alki Bennett. I've got some Alki Bennett boxes here. I bought some boots and a matching hat, but I need to decide on the colour. And just to let you know, if this camera keeps unfocusing, it's the new Canon that they brought out. You know, I killed my last one in the renovation work, but it doesn't focus, and I think I'm gonna write an email to Canon and see if I can get this one returned because it's a bit irritating. Anyway, let me show you this print. This is one of the first house pieces that has come through in our deliveries. It's from Cox & Cox and it actually came in a pair, but I haven't opened the other one up yet because they are for the dining room, and I kind of thought, you know, since I haven't shown you the dining room yet, I might as well spend a little bit more time styling it. I found these and I think they're perfect. At first I thought they were a little bit overpriced. I think for the 2 of them it was about £110, but then I started looking at prints on their own and frames and it was coming to even more than these when you averaged out the whole price of it. So we went for it and they're actually a really good size. did you just say?
Sit down for a minute, have a break.
We've probably been working for about 10 minutes?
For half an hour at least.
10 minutes.
Probably more like 5
After
minutes.
cooking. But we're going to crack in to some chocolates. We thought we might as well eat these because they are the winter puddings. So they're pretty festive. I was quite restrained in the Christmas sales. I actually just picked up this one, which was from a shop in Exeter, like an independent shop. I think it's called Busby and Fox. And also this one from the same shop. And then from Cuckoo, we picked up these 2 Christmas trees. To be honest, once we'd kind of set everything out for Christmas, I felt like I just didn't want to overbuy Christmas things. So I think those 4 little pieces were a good addition. And I didn't buy them, but Ollie did. Ollie bought me these 2. They're actually tree decorations from George Jensen. And they're so beautiful that I actually decided, because when he gave them to me, our tree was up. I just loved having them down on the table, so they stayed on our coffee table, but they do have string to put them on the tree too. There you go. There's a picture of them with the string on. Then these are all the boxes that we have done so far. So we've got all of our big Neptune baubles down here, and then the garland and the wreath, and then some kind of miscellaneous bits with some of the larger decorative items. And then in this one here I have cards and ribbons, as you can see. That one's gone back really easily. And then we just have one box over here which has 2, no, I'm lying. It has 3 layers of baubles in. The room is looking quite a mess though. I think we've been quite organised. However, I think next year we're going to need a lot more boxes than I originally thought. Ollie had allowed me to have, what was it? It was 8, wasn't it? It was 8 of these large boxes.
And you were really excited at the time because that was like...
That's a lot. Yeah, I thought that he was being overly generous and it was going to be far, far too many.
It was a joke. It was like, you can have as many boxes
Yeah.
as you want. But it was kind of like coming from our London flat where we could have like...
1.
It was kind of...
Yeah, 8 seemed really over the top. But by the time that you start putting, I don't know, garlands and wreaths and, I don't know, spare lights. We also have like a tree bottom here, which we don't really use. Anyway, we'll have to sort that out next year. I didn't want to film too much of this because, let's face it, we're all over Christmas. But we bought this bag off of Amazon and he's going away. Bye, tree. See you next year. We did it. The boxes are very neatly packed over there. We aren't going to put them upstairs right now though, because I think the bedroom that they're going in, where we store everything, needs another clear out. So instead, I say instead, but instead we probably spent about half an hour watching the end of, what's it, Don't Bleep with Cats.
Yeah, on Netflix.
Which I don't know if I'd recommend it actually. I don't think I'd recommend it. It's a bit weird and, well...
Loads of people are talking about it though.
Yeah, but I don't think I thought it was very good. But anyway, we are going to go and look for some carpets because we have been back and forth and back and forth and back and forth a million times on what to do with the upstairs, whether to do wood flooring, whether to keep the original wood flooring, whether to carpet it. And Ollie is just sat there eating the box of chocolates. So we're going to try and go and look at some carpets and maybe even get some samples. Ollie got me this new snuffer for Christmas, which is so exciting.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's great. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I want to try it. Did you dip it? Oh.
Excuse the mess. It's still pretty messy.
Did you get wax on the bottom? Oh yeah, just that.
It's quite satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think you're actually supposed to dip it in the wax.
Well, no, but it's kind of hard to not sometimes. Riveting content over here.
This is what you can expect for 2020.
These are the ones that we are considering, or this kind of style, like a very natural with a little bit of texture to it. I don't think these are the right colours. I think probably this. I think this one so far is probably my favourite.
Yeah, more natural colours.
can't decide if I like carpet or not. It's not like an immediate love for me. Like I'm not feeling the immediate, yes, this is the right decision.
It's not like a love decision, but it is.
No, but we're thinking probably it is price-wise going to be cheaper. And I guess at some point, at least with this, we could swap it out maybe quite easily in the future.
Yeah, and this will be a lot quicker to get into the house because it was
And they
something else
have a
fitting.
sale right now, which is great.
We pulled the camera out saying we think we made our decision, and then like, wait, what's the decision?
We have made our decision, though. We need to perfect that decision.
Okay.
We're keeping the original floorboards. Every time we go and look at another option, we feel sad about ripping up the floorboards. It's free flooring. It's beautiful.
It's original.
Why are we doing it?
Yeah.
We just need to.
We got in our head, didn't we, a look and a style that we wanted to get, and that it didn't quite match with floorboards.
Well, I think sometimes it seems easier because the floorboards are going to need a lot of loving. Ollie was suggesting when we were looking at the carpets. I can't talk. In case you can't tell, we've been there an hour and I'm now feeling a little bit overwhelmed and very tired. But you were saying about taking each one up and planing them so that they're perfectly flat and then don't need as much sanding.
I mean, hopefully the floors are flat because they might still need some sanding when they go back down. But basically, it means we can like do them in batches rather than having to do the whole room at the same time, and we can do it as we work rather than. I think it'll.
But it's work. But I think we have made the decision to keep them. But the good thing is that. Did you hear that? We thought that the slow cooker had boiled over. Yeah, are we boring you now? I feel like we are. We can get bespoke carpets from, we were at Tappy Carpets, in case we didn't mention that, and she mentioned another local place where, if I can explain it properly, they put this gorgeous tape around the rim of the rug, so we're thinking maybe we'll go for that. Anyway, we've got an evening of tidying up a bit now. We need to like tidy up all the dishes and a bit more of the Christmas stuff, so I'll probably catch up with you another time.